It's not the one I replaced, was it? No. Missile boats. Alright. See, terraforming is so good. Oh, we're going to get to that real soon. Oh my god, such an amazing technology. But we do have priorities right now, there's no doubt about that. Okay. I'll keep building. Oh, what now? Please be good, please be good, please be good, please be good. Humans. There's business to settle between us. They want spaceport for laser cannon. No, I don't want your fucking laser cannons. I can research it myself in like one turn, so no. Okay, Brussels 2 has finished a missile boat. I'll probably just queue another one up. So the missile boat, our destroyer... Ooh, now see, that's important. Our destroyer used up 2 command points. So if I scrap my scout, I'll have 6 in total, which means I can make 3 of these destroyers without going to negative command points. I could afford to build maybe one more and then just offset it with some, trade goods or something like that. The problem is, if I'm going to take over planets like Poculum here, which is a very nice planet, I'm going to need troop transports, and troop transports also take up supplies. So I'm not going to build the extra missile boat at Brussels. I'm going to finish the other 2 at the other 2 places. And here, we are going to... I'm going to queue up a couple of transport ships. Yeah, so then we'll be sitting at -2 supply, but that'll be okay. And actually, my scout here, I'm going to scrap it. It gives me 7 BC back, which is not much, but it does free up another command point. So we'll be sitting at -2, which means 20 loss of income, so we'll be at -3 income. Totally manageable. So I got my ship here. I'm going to wait for the second one to finish in Brussels, then I'll send it to Zib. And the 3 of them will go somewhere else. Finished 1 transport. Okay, so we finished our 1 destroy at Zib, but I'm not going to engage right now, even though potentially I could win. Alright, Zib, good work. What are you going to do now? You are going to start on... Actually, you're going to start on terraforming. So, okay, this is... Can I get an update here? No, how do I get the information? Zib. Zib is a large desert planet, okay? So... Large means it can fit a decent amount of people, but because it's a desert, there's a limit to the habitable areas. So you actually don't get to take advantage of the max potential population of this planet. Furthermore, the farming on it sucks. The farmers could only produce 1 food per turn. Does that actually say that here? Yeah, base food is 1. So that's really bad. But by terraforming it, this is going to turn this desert planet into an arid planet. So an arid planet is still fairly dry, but it's not so devoid of water. And it'll help me increase the max population a little bit. I think the farmers will still just do 1 per turn. But then I can do terraforming again. And that will take my arid planet and turn it into a Terran planet, which is going to be amazing. So that's what we're going to do. Terraforming, super good. Alright, so in Brussels here, no, we're still waiting on our last transport and our last missile boat. I'm going to rush the transport, or the missile boats. They'll both finish next turn, and then we're going to move out. Awesome. And you can also start on terraforming. Oh, so good. Takes a lot of turns to do. Actually, it's only going to take 6 turns here. This is a barren planet, so that takes an extra step. It'll go from barren to either desert or tundra, I think. Something like that. Every time you terraform a planet, the same planet rather, it becomes more and more expensive to do. It's harder and harder to do. So the first step is usually pretty easy, and then it gets harsh. But still well worth doing it, and we're definitely going to do that. Brussels 2 is finished, so it's still... Oh, it does have a starbase. I built that instead of a battle station because I didn't have it, I guess, or something. I'll build a spaceport for extra money since our finances are going to get hit a tiny little bit. And you know what? More spies. Not that we've had a spy problem lately, but I'm worried about it starting again. Okay. 2 destroyers, or 2 missile boats, 2 transports, so we'll send it to Zib. And, oh, actually, they've already left Zib. When I popped out my ship, they left with their 2 destroyers. So Zib is no longer blockaded. That's good. You can see here a negative command supply, which has resulted in a drop of income. But we're okay there. We're at -1 food. I'm not going to stress about that. The -1 is fine. You know, a little bit of starvation, which means the population is going to decrease instead of grow. But I don't care if my people starve. You guys know this. Okay, so our one of our guys just leveled up, which is awesome. I think this guy was at like plus 20 or plus 25, and maybe even just plus 5 researchers. Now, more research. That's good. I think that's what it was, because I think the other guy was plus 10. This guy's plus 10, this guy was plus 5. So, yeah, leveling up is good. You can also get some leaders that actually have the instructor trait, which increases the rate that your people gain experience points and level up. Oh, we're back at positive income. That's good. So we're all going to get together at Zib. And, ooh, they're actually sending ships my way. Oh, they've built a battleship, which is the largest ship type you can build without special technologies. Alright, well, we're really going to test our metal here. We're going to attack this ship when it lands at Zib. Hopefully kill it, but they may be able to run off. The one problem with using missile ships is, because it takes time for the missiles to travel through space, they can retreat if they want to. I'm actually going to save at this point. I'm going to save over the first slot here. We'll see what happens. More spies, yes. Okay, 3 destroyers against 1 battleship. The battleship is much bigger. We do have shields. And, oh, we've got the initiative. Because the way the initiative is resolved is partially based on your bonus to hit, or your beam attack bonus. Higher goes first. I think also if you attack, you get a benefit to that. I'm not sure. So they only have a very basic level computer. We have a slightly better computer. I think that's the way it works. So I'm going to target all my missiles there. I suppose, let's actually scan him again. What has he got? Titanium armor, so that's basic armor. In fact, I have titanium, so I have better armor than he does. Although it's a bigger ship. I think my ships have like 20 structure, 20 armor, and they have 50-50. Just because it's a much bigger ship. He doesn't have shields. 0 missile evasion, doesn't have ECM. They've got fusion beams, which are a decent beam weapon, but his hit chance is pretty low. Yet we're going to stay at maximum range, because it'll take our missiles slightly longer to get there. But it makes their weapons more inactive. So I'm just going to unload all 3 ships. You can see over here, my 3 ships have launched their missiles. Not particularly impressive, but we're just going to hit done. And maybe I'll spread this guy out. So he's firing again. See, he can't even hit me at this range. He's got to move up. But if he moves up, he's going to get a face full of missiles. He's actually moved... Oh, okay, he's fired a missile at me here. So, nuclear missiles, we'll see how that goes. So I'm just going to shoot another salvo. You can stay there. But yeah, you top guy are going to move out this way. Part of the reason I'm doing this is, if he does manage to kill one of my ships, sometimes if the ship dies by its engines getting destroyed, it'll explode and do a lot of damage to anything nearby. So I don't like to have them clumped up. Okay. So that's my 2 good missile salvos, but I still have 3 shots left on my last guy, and I use that just in case I hit. I use auto, which I do a lot for combat, especially if it's obvious what the outcome's going to be, and there's no way for the computer to screw up the sort of logic, the strategy of the fight. I'll do that, but the problem is if the ships run out of ammo, they automatically try to retreat, and they'll retreat before the missiles have actually landed. So by adding just this extra salvo, or giving them 1 beam weapon or something like that, they'll keep sticking around in the fight, and then I can wait until the missiles actually land. Done. Boom, boom, boom. So my fast missiles hit. Nice. Okay, my fast missiles hit, and we're doing like 8 damage per hit. And then when my salvo of MIRV missiles, the like 4 times MIRV quad damage missiles hit, they hit for like 128 damage. And you saw, and that was 1 salvo hit for 128. Well, they had 60 armor, 60 structure. That's it. That's all it took. So I've like triple overkilled this guy. Actually, 6 times overkilled him, because it's 3 ships, 2 salvos each, obviously in really good shape. And that's why early on the missiles are so good. I really like beam weapons later on, because they can't be countered as well, plus they travel instantly. We've got a naturalist offering to join us, environmentalist, farm leader. You know, that's... I'm going to reject you because I've already got someone who kind of gives me these traits. Now, oh, what do we got going on? Humans. We're not popular with the human people right now. Let's get this over with. But we should have a non-aggression pact. Oh, I like that. That's great! So you kind of over the whole war thing? Any treaties? No. Exchange tech, maybe? Yeah, give me telepathic training. No, not for missiles. I could just give you a tech. Do I have a a crappy technology I don't care about. Scout labs. Scout labs are really bad. And what else? Like, literally, if you're putting scout labs on your ship, they do research faster, but you're using up a lot of room for something non-aggressive. And security stations. There we go. And we'll come and talk to you again soon. There, much better. We're at unease instead of, crappiness. Okay. So, we can clearly defeat one of his ships, no problem. We're going to go over to Poculum here and see... What has he got? As far as we know, no defenses. So we should be able to take that planet, no problems at all. By researching. Still that. Okay, that's good. Not very quickly, but that's fine. Brussels 5 has finished terraforming. So it has gone from being barren to being a tundra planet. So that's good. I think we'll just keep terraforming. It's going to be 13 turns this time instead of 6 turns. Always a little bit more, but well worthwhile. That's such a good tech. I'm so happy we got it early. Spy finished terraforming on Zib 2. Good. Now it's a arid planet instead of desert. I don't know if you noticed, but the graphics change for it every time. And if we terraform again, 16 turns, but it will get it to a Terran norm, which is awesome. So we'll do that, and then we'll get you started on your battle station. So he's got some ships here. We're going to see how this plays out. Alright, so... Oh, he does have a starbase. And... You know what I need to know? 2 destroyers versus my 3 destroyers. That's quite a bit. Do I have Dauntless guidance system? Yes, I must have that, because I think that comes early in the computer trait. That's good. That's very important. Whew. This is going to be a lot tougher. But I'm going to try it. We'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to fire... Let's take a look at this. The starbase always gets the latest technology. So there's something like titanium armor, but it's quite big. It's got 180 structure and armor. So that's quite a few hit points to overcome there. Heavy armor, reinforced hull. Oh, that's part of the reason it's got so much of it. That's okay. 14% missile evasion. That's not great, but what are you going to do? Same thing for these guys. Okay, I'm thinking we're going to be fine anyway. So I'm going to send all my missiles... I guess we'll try to take out their ships. Oh, this leader. This ship has a leader, and that's probably why they've got the missile evasion. I'm going to send all my missiles at this guy. I think I've got the Dauntless guidance system, which means if this guy dies, any missiles that were on the way to this ship will redirect to another target, which is very important. And we're going to spread out our ships here. Because otherwise, without that, missiles are really hard to use. Because you got to really predict how much you need to send somewhere, because you don't want to overkill anything. You end up wasting a lot of missiles, and it's just less enjoyable. Or you can kind of fire and forget. And we'll see how that goes. Done. Okay, they should hit him this turn. The fast missiles are hitting him. He's been destroyed. They redirect to this ship. Awesome. And we'll fire another salvo, but it's possible we won't be able to destroy the starbase in this attack because we're out of ammo. But we've gotten rid of his ships, and then we'll be able to safely retreat. Okay, destroyed that. We'll see. I mean, I'm going to let the missiles go that way. We still got quite a few of them. The only question is, how many MIRV missiles do we have left? Good. This guy here, is he still okay? Yeah, he's still fine. Good. Still got our shields up and everything. Oh, we took... Ooh! Missiles hurt. We're going to see this. Do we get there? Oh, we're doing a lot of damage. Yes! Barely. So we lost a ship. Okay. Whew, whew, whew. So this is the after combat screen. We've got the planet. It no longer has any defenses in space, so we can do with it what we want. We can bombard it, just drop bombs on it. Well, it's using ship weapons, so in this case it's not actually bombs, we'd just be firing the missiles. If we had actual bombs, we would get a lot more damage here. This is like the equivalent, like 6 standard bomb hits. Even though we have, up-teen missiles, it's the value of